Hello, everyone. I have some encouragement for someone that has been going through some very intense spiritual warfare at the edge of breakthrough. The Lord wants you to know that the heavens have been warring on your behalf. The heavens have been warring on your behalf. And this message came about like this. So on Wednesday night, or technically the morning, around 3 a.m., the Lord woke me up, and when I opened my eyes, I saw a bunch of red lights. So I looked outside, I was led to, and there was a fire truck out there. And then again, last night, or around 4 a.m., I was woken up, and the same thing. There was a fire truck, police. I stepped out earlier to return some things to Amazon, and on that journey, the Lord spoke to me. The first thing I noticed was a store called Lotus Blossom. It was actually a Chinese restaurant. I looked it up in passing. That was on the way to a UPS store. And then when I was leaving the UPS store on my way back home, I noticed the store right across from it was called Reformed. So I noted that. That struck me in my spirit as well. And then right after that is when I started thinking about how I saw the fire trucks and police and everything back-to-back days around similar times. And then that's when the heavens have been warring on your behalf was impressed on my spirit. Possibly even during those specific times between 3 and 4, around those witching hours, the Lord could be waking you up pretty frequently throughout the night to pray and things like that. So there's that. The Lord also led me to look up the lotus blossom, and it read, "The lotus blossom is a powerful symbol of purity, rebirth, and strength." That's all that stood out to me because it started talking about Buddhism and stuff like that. The Lord was like, stop right there. So in correlation with the store I saw called Reformed, you are exiting this time of intense spiritual warfare, stronger than ever. You're blossoming into the new, a better version of yourself, whether the enemy likes it or not. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Lastly, when I got home from my errands, I was in prayer and the Lord impressed on my spirit Hebrews. So after I finished praying, I got in the Word and I was led to Hebrews 11, and my eyes went straight to Hebrews 11, verse 11. And that reads, "It was by faith that even Sarah was able to have a child, though she was barren and was too old. She believed that God would keep his promise, and so a whole nation came from this one man who was as good as dead. A nation with so many people that, like the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore, there is no way to count them." Okay, so your Father wants you to be encouraged, to keep believing, and to know that he's fighting for you. Exodus 14:14. He is fighting for you. You're not alone. I know you're exhausted, but you're not alone, and it's not what it looks like, right? Sarah was old and barren. It is not what it looks like. Keep the faith. And that's the message. I love you guys. Be well and stay grateful. Bye.